What is up? How we doing? Come on, let's go. Welcome back, obviously, to another stream. It's so good to have you back here. We are finally talking MCM London fucking Comic Con. Let's fucking go. Yes, that was pretty much a countdown. I'm not going to keep this thing on. This is basically just for intro stuff. Yes, Comic Con! Oh my god, fucking amazing. I've been wanting to talk about this, and this day is kind of fucked up, so we only really have this thing about this now. So, what is the time now? And I have my phone on the side so I can show you photos and videos, and hopefully it shows up alright. If not, then fuck. Right. We have got about 50 minutes to cover the first day and a half, and then someone's coming home to take some photos, because I've got to do some modelling stuff. And then they're going to leave, and then we've got like another hour and a half to go ahead and do more stuff, and I might hop on to a fucking game. Wow! I'm weird energy. Wow! Weird energy is good though. Weird is good. Weird is good. No. Wow. Comic Con. Yes. No more wasting time. Right. First of all, one of the most important things this morning. Someone has stolen my hot chocolate and taken it to work with them. I don't know whether it's by accident or if they've done it on purpose, but it's annoying because I was going to have hot chocolate here on stream. Okay, getting back to the point. Oh, it's sliding off a bit. Where should we start then? Day one, I guess. Let's do it in fucking chronicle. Yes, I went for all 3 days because this is my first ever London Comic Con. I didn't want to miss it, and so I went for all 3 days. I went to London MCM Comic Con in the Excel Centre. And I will be going next year as well, along with a bunch of other cons that I've kind of listed and built up and kind of want to go to. I may be going to a furry convention. I have a fursona. This is technically part of it. But also, it's not really a fursona. It's kind of like a mix of Protogen and maybe some metallic stuff and a bit of bones and a bit of scaly stuff. It's like it's a mix of everything together, rather than just like one thing. It's very elaborate. And it's all going to be made out of cardboard. I mean, the wings we made on stream before, they're literally over there. I had to slim down a bit, actually change the way they work, because the way that I made them, turns out as we were making them, I completely fucking botched the measurements. And so, when I went to put the wings together to make them work, they didn't want to work. Yeah. So that happened. Oh, hello, doggo. You want to go out? There we go. Go on in, bench. So, I'll leave my door vaguely open so I can see. We've got doggos over, by the way, so if you hear some barking, or hear some woofing, or hear some then it will be the dogs, not me. Not this time, anyway. Fucking hell. But yes, basically, also on my side here, I've got a bunch of trinkets and stuff that we are going to be, like, basically talking about and covering. And on my phone here, like I said, I've got the photos and stuff to keep me kind of remembering what was going on. I can vaguely remember what happened. It was about, when... It was last weekend, so... bit of a time ago. I can still vaguely remember, so it's not that bad. Yeah, I guess we'll get on to... So, day one, obviously, my nerves were fucking, like, racking up. Basically, going into it, I can't... Basically, the first day I was here, and it's about 2 hours for me up to London, especially to the place that we were going to. And because it was on a Friday, the trains here are a bit different. So I had to catch a change up to it. And then I ended up getting stuck at fucking, I can't remember if it was Sevenoaks or I think it was like St. Mary Cray on the way up there for like an hour. So it was like an hour late. I still made it for like early entry though, which was good. But then getting this thing up without fucking damaging it was a bit of a tough shit. And obviously you can see that this is a bit which it shouldn't be. The horns I've had to actually fix up a couple of times. At the Comic Con they have something called Cosplay Central, which is essentially basically just a Cosplay Central where they have stuff like scissors and tape and all of that. Everything you can need to fix up cosplay, like sewing machines and all of that. And they're very, very helpful, because I actually used to fix this a couple of times on the first 2 days. Now, the reason I say the first 2 days is because there was also something else that was slightly erical about said Comic Con. See, the top that I usually wear, the pink and black stripy one, with this, because it's basically what this is centered around. The whole kind of cosplay works around that top. I couldn't find it for the 2 days. So I ended up improvising. Basically, on the first day, if I remember correctly, I think I wore my... I have like green, like really baggy cargos. Like really baggy, sort of like skater cargos. This thing, and then also... What the hell was that? Oh, I had my black, one of these on. I had my black, the hoodie on that we did the coming out video in. I had that on, basically. Technically that is my profile on Skate, isn't on the game Skate, along with this thing, which is basically just a signifier of my character as well. Because this is basically, as I tried to explain to many people, a lot of people thought this was different things. I tried to explain to people, this is like an OC for me, but also, I play a lot of Warframe, obviously. I play a lot of Assassin's Creed with Minecraft and some other games here and there. A lot of that is like twisted my thought as going into this when I originally made it. Because this is basically a replica of something I made for TwitchCon this year, but then got wrecked at Prize, so I had to remake it back. Essentially, like 3-ish days before Comic-Con! So that was fucking stressful as hell. But yeah, you know, I might just keep this on for the rest of the stream. It's kind of fun. But yeah, the only thing I've noticed this year is that you can see my eyes a lot more clearly, so that when I'm looking at people, it looks kind of creepy. And yeah, I got a lot of fucking remarks for that. Obviously, you can't see the rest of my face, and the eyes are like very telling. So if I go like that, it kind of looks like I'm going like fuck off, piss off, or something like that. Or you could read it as like, oh, they're trying to read something. But most people read it as, can you like fuck off or piss off? So yeah, it was a bit annoying. But what I might end up doing is I've actually got plastic wrap that I can stick inside here, and I can put a black mesh layer underneath it so that this thing's completely black the next time I go somewhere. I just basically made this very quickly so that I could see. I did want to make the slit like thinner to about like that much, which I'd still be able to see through using like it's a bit of physics basically. You have a blind spot basically. If you hold your arm like there, like out of your face, bring it closer and closer and closer. Wait, no. Is that, yeah, you do it like that. The point at which it disappears, like the closest to your face, is where your blind spot is. Because we have like flat faces, whereas animals have faces. The idea is to use physics of that to make like a hole in a specific spot. You just see through that bit, which is what I have on the other mask, which I'll get to in a minute. Well, on day 3 anyway. But yes, go back to day 1. So, if I actually get my little socials up here, and by the way, my socials are linked over here, which is where I posted everything for TwitchCon. Now, Comic-Con and TwitchCon, I should just explain. From experience learning from TwitchCon, whenever I try to stream at a con, it doesn't work. The stream just decides to fucking cut out or whatever, even if it's literally a con for a streaming platform. It's really weird. It like starts up, there's Wi-Fi, there's connection, there's everything. The other problem is, even if it does work, the sound doesn't pick up properly because I don't have a good mic. Either I'm using a phone mic or a Bluetooth one, and you just go like that, rather than me talking very subtly and soothingly and quietly. You'll get a lot of that stuff there. Oh, I'm just fixing my mask. Sorry. But yeah, that's tends what's happened. To be fair though, along with this, coming back to the mask and everything, I got at least, I think per day, I only wore this 2 days. I think per day, I got at least like 12 to 13-ish people come up to me and asking for photos, or people just taking photos of me that I just noticed, like off the blue, which is really nice. I gave them a little, because you can smile with your eyes, right? And I'm smiling my eyes right now. And I think they knew that. That was awesome. And obviously I went around and asking to get photos of both characters that I recognised and also cosplays that I just think were fucking awesome. Some people put so much work and like effort into them. And the thing is, I put work and effort into this, and people thought this was cool as well, and that's the thing, right? The cosplay show, I've got to admit, really quite disappointing. You know, we're not going to do this chronological order. We're just going to do this as random fucking bits as I pull them off the side. Because I can't remember a chronological order, and I can't even say chronological. Chronological? We're not going to do this in a We're not going to do this in a chronological order, because I can't remember everything in a in an order that is an order, okay? Okay, cool. Sorry, we're good. Oh. So they come back early. No, we're all good. Yes, we're not going to do it in a chronological order. Hey, look, I said it. We're not going to do it in a We're not going to do it in a chronological order because I can't remember it in a chronological. Yes. A bit of Halloween spirit. Speaking of which, yes, I went to a Halloween party on actual Halloween. Fuck all! I did fuck all on actual Halloween. I went to a Halloween party on the Monday, literally after Comic-Con. So actually, I had 4 days of like full stuff, and I wore this, and literally every and I mean this. It was at uni as well. Literally every bloody person in the party took a photo. And when I say every person, I mean literally every single person that came in and left at some point took a photo with me in this, which was fucking awesome. I also won an Amazon voucher for wearing this as one of the 4 people that wore costume to the fucking Halloween party. Yeah! Sounds cool. And then, like I said, on actual Halloween did nothing. On the Thursday before Halloween, we were meant to wear costumes in class. Everybody forgot. And so did I. God damn it. But I think we're going to go out next year and hopefully plan something a bit better. Yay! Actually, if I just sit down here, you can only see my head. I think so anyway. Anyway, getting back to the point of stuff. We're just going to pull up trinkets from the side and also look at media. I have my phone on the side here. And we're basically going to go tell some stories that happen. Yay! I high-fived a furry and I got pictures with at least 5 furries. I high-fived a dragon furry and I also high-fived basically a bunch of furries. Yeah. I just went to the furry meetups because fun. And also, can I just say real quick, the furry community, fucking hell, there are some amazing artists in it. Yeah, there's still black nail varnish on my nails from when I went to the con. There is some amazing artists in the furry community. It is fucking insanity. Like, the dedication and craft they put into their suits alone, and even the people that sell them, fucking hell. Also, fucking, do you know how much fucking furry suits cost? They're like fucking between, they're between like 8,000 to 10,000 fucking, like, Jesus Christ! I mean, they're fucking racking in numbers if they're able to fucking buy that. I mean, wow! Yeah. Give me a second. Hello? Hi?
William?
Yeah?
Can you hear me or not?
Yes.
Is Ben's there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Uncle Pete's still there?
No, he's gone. He said he has to go
Okay.
pack for Portugal.
Got to go back to Portugal?
He's going to pack for Portugal.
Oh, okay. Right, I'm coming back now to do these photos.
Okay.
Alright?
Yeah.
So what does she want? All of them done again?
Yeah, side, front, and then some half body ones as well.
Right, okay, so we'll have to...
Sheet in the playroom's probably going to be best because, yeah, we can't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only way we're going to be able to do it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm coming now.
okay.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Right, just give me a sec, guys, because I'm going to take this off. We're keeping really good energy so far. Hello there. Wonderful to see you again. But let's chuck it over there. Where's my hat? Right, one more thing before they get back, because they are going to leave again. That's the thing. They're not going to be here forever. Look at what I got at the con, and it is the best thing ever. Not only is it matched my mask, which is a bit of this is one of the best things ever, and I've wanted one of these for fucking ages. It's fucking awesome. It's a bit like a it feels like a bit like a fidget toy, but also this. Yeah, I fucking love this. And again, it matches the fucking like demeanor of the mask so well. I mean, red doesn't really go with the other colours, but like this thing fits under a mask, so I can play with this while I'm and it's what I did at the con. It was stupidly fun. But yeah, this is wonderful. I don't actually know what they're called. I know this is a character from an anime. I got told at the con it was a character from the anime, and I can't remember. Fuck all. All I remember is walking around playing with this, and it is so endearingly fun, and it is wonderful. They had a little store there. This was only fucking. If you look online, these are like 30 to 25 to 30 quid. I got this for like I can't actually remember. I think it was 15. So like half price, like almost halfway. I think it might just have been at the con. There's multiple different stands selling these, but yeah. That's the other thing. A lot of the stuff being sold at the stands that weren't the Artist Alley, because obviously that's all like homemade artist made stuff. A lot of it was AliExpress stuff, which I believe this is also off of. Yeah. Cool. But on top of that, the amount of homemade stuff, the amount of like originality made stuff there it's insanity. And obviously it's the other thing. That's the thing I forgot. There's a thing over there that I forgot. Basically, for anyone who doesn't know, I've been trying to fill up a board, like a skateboard, like a deck of a skateboard, without any trucks or sort of like grip on it. Throughout the year, I've been trying to fill it up since I went to something. It was something before TwitchCon at the very start of the year, and then we took it to TwitchCon, and we took it to Prime, and now we've taken it to MC on London Comic Con. And the whole idea with it was essentially to basically just fill out this skateboard deck with just as many drawings from as many different people as I possibly could, and it's been a wonderful journey because it's now entirely finished. And what I plan to do at some point during the end of the year on stream or during next year, during the like very start, as close as we can get to the 1st of January, basically, either whether it be in this year or next year, is we could even do it on New Year. Is go ahead, sit down, prime it, and paint it. Because I got some new paint pens recently. I've also got some acrylic paints, and I plan to paint it. And hang it up as wall art. I was going to skate on it, but I'm worried that it's going to grind off all the paint if I do grinds and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna hang it up as wall art, and I've got a perfect spot for it, which is going to be very prominent on IRL streams and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be very very handy, and that'll be wonderfully fun. And yeah, it's been a wonderful experience trying to fill it out. And actually, I will go grab it in a minute. I have actually posted it on socials and shown it on here a couple of times. I will have to open the curtains to show it, because otherwise the light won't be so good. And I think that's the one thing we can do just before this person gets back, so we can do our modelling stuff. And then as soon as they're gone, what I'll do is go through all the trinkets and stuff, and obviously all through the stuff we did on the day too. I'm not going to cut the stream. What I will do is put you guys... I don't have an intermission stream because I'm streaming through Streamlabs. Fuck. What I could do is I do actually have, like, I made, like, paper intermission screens. I'll just go grab it now, because I don't know when they're going to be back. And they said they were leaving at that minute, so I don't know if they were calling to say if they were leaving. like as they were leaving or as they were walking. There's that real quick. Where's my what intermission is? I was trying to find my little like intermission cards. If I can fucking remember where I put them, which I don't. And here. Oh shit! Well, that's all just full now. That's wonderful. Oh shit! Aha! Here we go. Yes, I made this purposely for IRL stuff because look, I fully grasp the aspects of how to like do emotes and everything via Twitch and everything. I just haven't had the time to make custom emotes yet, so it's a bit annoying, as you can probably imagine. But yeah, look, I made little... We actually did these in the 24-hour stream that I did back in August, which hasn't been able to VOD over. As I mentioned during the pumpkins the other day, I tried to VOD over the 24-hour stream. It didn't want to go over, probably because it was 24 hours. And now realising it, I probably should have done it within chunks. That's going to be backwards for you guys, isn't it? Basically, yeah, these are little just... Even though it's backwards, you probably should be able to read that. It says BRB, as in be right back. I made little intermission cards for IRL streams, and that's just what these are. So what I can do is actually flip the camera and just put this round while we're on wait and hold. But it depends on when they're back, which is why I've opened the curtains as well, so I can actually see. But like I said, just while we've got a tiny bit of time before they get back, what we're going to do is go grab the board. I'm going to show you all the amazing stuff we got this year. And then after a little break, we're going to go through literally everything free, everything slightly free that we picked up at the con, everything we made at the con, everything we did at the con. Like I said, I've got my socials on the side here, and they're also linked over here. So if you want to keep along with me as I'm going through this stuff, my socials are linked over here on Twitch. So it'll mainly be on TikTok, basically. It's where I've been doing it, because as I mentioned before, I tried to stream the cons, it doesn't work. The audio doesn't pick up properly, and the best way I've really found to do it is actually just to... the best way I've found to do it is actually just go ahead and... basically start a TikTok video, save it in drafts, and then just keep adding to it through the day, and then just upload it as a day's thing, which will be about 5 minutes, but it will just be a quick little flick through everything I did during that day. I'll post on stories a bunch, and then from that point, I'll either leave it or just post it to every other platform, depending on whether I have the time or not, or develop it into a vlog, which I'm waiting to do until I've done this stream, because what I'm planning to do is put the footage up by the side of me, like VODing this over, make it into like a proper video, so yeah. But I'm going to go grab the board real quick, and we can get this done and over with. Well, not over and done with, because I still need to... I was going to flip this, or actually, I'll show you the board real quick, or if we don't have time, won't be able to. So I'll give you a quick flick now. That is the board, basically. That is a mix of TwitchCon, Comic-Con, Pride, and I can't remember what I went to earlier. I went to something earlier in the year, like February, January time. Also there's some that is me, but also there's like 2 of my drawings on there. But some of it is actually just random people from the public drawings. But yeah, I plan to basically prime this and paint it at the end of the year, because it's going to be sick, because we're going to do it on stream as well. It's been a wonderful fucking experience getting this all filled out. Right, I'm going to go into pause right now, just give me a sec. Fucking usual. I can't find my shorts. How the fuck am I lost them then? I can't find the shorts. Cool.
Black boxes will do.
So I'll wear them. The gym
Yeah,
shorts.
whatever. Maybe fold the waistband over though.
Yeah.
Or tuck it, actually tuck it in.
Yeah.
Right, hurry up, William. Have your hair done?
Just need to brush it, but yeah.
Right, come on, well, because I have half an hour's lunch.
Okay, cool. I'll be back in a sec. Just wait.
I have to put up 2 sheets. What are you doing?
He's got a beard.
You want a beard?
Yeah, look, he's got his under here.
Have you been a good boy? Have you missed Auntie Mandy? Have you? Have you missed me? Go. 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 Go.
There she
Go. You know the zoomies? Go. Go. Are you joining in? You can't have zoomies, Bob. You're too big. You told Francesca you're doing it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Right, well, sort your hair out. You can't do it with your hair like that. It's horrendous. Yes, Benj.
For those of you who don't know how modelling works, basically you send Polaroids for a job, but I have to take the Polaroids at home, but we don't have the playing balls, so we happen to hang a sheet up in the playroom, but I have to have someone else to take them for me, because if I take them handheld, it doesn't really work. Come in. Alright, chat. I'm back. Wait a second. I'll be back on stream in a minute. Oh, it's fucking just. Ow. phone me and I answer straight away.
Right, I suggest you charge your phone up. Hey, Ben. I could go to work. Right, take those sheets down for me. Fold them up, leave them in the kitchen, and I'll put them away when I get back. You be a good boy. You good boy. Brilliant. Sheets.
Have you got a beard?
Beard.
Ben's beard. I'll be back in a sec, chat. Give me a second. Need to take some sheets down. There you go, dogs. Oh. One more second shot. I just need to swap to Lou, and I'll be back with you. We can go through the skateboard and everything we got from Comic Con. Ooh. Oh no. Oh shit, I didn't realise. How long has that been up? This is on at 1%. I'm fucked. Holy shit, okay.
He also takes loads of drugs. If Harry's nostrils were as big as Toby's, he'd be dead.
Just move this around, this around. Right, let's pull this off, shall we? And go close the curtains, actually. Hey, come in. Come in.
And I sometimes wonder, what would JJ be like if he didn't have his relentless drive for success?
Where the fuck is my mask?
Quality and stage presence. And then I realised I don't have to
Do you know where my mask's gone, Ben? Where's my mask, Ben? Give me a sec, chat.
Listen, Deji's a sweet guy. Deji's got the DNA of KSI and the charisma of Josh.
Oh, right. We are back. Back again. I have no idea how long it's been.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
KSI dresses so much like a paedophile. Louis Theroux wants to make a documentary about it.
Right, let's get this back on track, shall we? Leave the BRB card there so that you can see the stuff when it comes up. It's alright, can you come up here? Up here. Up. Up, come. You come up, come. I'll lift you up.
The only thing harder to get your hands on than
Look, come here.
is Ethan's dad.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Ethan goes to the gym
Come here.
every single day to work out. Why his dad left. Sorry to Dad.
Oh, calm down. No, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Shh, shh, shh. It's alright. You're alright. You're alright. You're alright. That's it. Sit down. Sit down. Let's drop you.
Did you think, maybe it's me?
Here's that bench. Who is it? Look. What's this? What's this? What's this? You're alright. Yeah? You're alright. Don't worry. Hey, what's this? What's that? What's this? What's this over here? That's it, look. Who's that?
What the hell do they get up to in there? She's up and down like a bride's night.
Right, down you get then. Down you get. Go on. Down you get. Good boy. Down you get. Go. Down. Get down. Go on. Down you get. Go. Good boy. Yeah, good bench. He's not too fond of me picking him up. It's a bit weird. Yes, skateboard. Getting back to the point of stuff. We just turn it off real quick. So the skateboard. I've been filling this out pretty much all through the year since TwitchCon, since January this year, since everything. So tell you what, I'm just going to go through a quickly bit through this because I don't know how much time we got now because we've been thrown off scale. What's the time now actually? It is currently 1 o'clock, so about an hour and a half left basically. Pretty much what I said. Cool. I can tell the future. Ah! Yeah. Yes, we have actually got a couple artists on there, and I've actually got all their cards up there from TwitchCon and some other places. Yeah, we'll do this, get onto the trinkets in a minute, and I'll basically just go through all the social stuff that I took on the day as well, just kind of detailing everything. It was honestly a wonderful experience, and I seriously want to go back next year. I've actually had people message me on the socials, probably not via streams, but via meeting me there. Obviously, seeing the videos and stuff. I've had, and I've obviously been in comments and stuff on TikTok and but I've had people message saying like it's so nice to meet you and hey, are you going next year and stuff like that. So that's actually been absolutely wonderful. And obviously I've done that a couple of times as well. And then I actually took a photo with some cosplayers right at the end, who asked me to tag them in the photo, and they've now followed me as well, which is awesome because they are like really good at cosplay. So yeah, that's kind of wicked. Right, so yeah, I guess we'll go through this thing, and it's gonna be a bit weird because I'm really happy to look at the camera while I show you this thing instead of looking at it myself. So, of course, down here, well, basically, I should just mention, so pretty much how this is going to work is... Well, no, that wouldn't work. I'll just go left to right, to be honest, and we'll just try to detail exactly what is on this thing, yeah? Right, so starting at this end here, we have all the Cyclops I drew right at the start of the year. Then we have Bethuddle from... we have Bethuddle from TwitchCon. We have a pair of... from Pride. We have... all this other... You know, this would probably be better done in the painting stream when I have this up close and not a load of shit on my desk that I'm going to be showing you in a minute. But yeah, so I'll just give you a little stroll through this thing, a little chance for you guys to look at it properly, and then we'll move on to the other stuff, because this isn't really the main topic for today. It was the main kind of thing I wanted to get done at TwitchCon. I actually have a bit of a story related to this, involving not TwitchCon, Comic-Con as well, which is quite annoying. Basically, tell you what I've said now, and this was stupidly fun as well. I don't know if you've seen, but if there's like couple times here and there, sometimes furries, sometimes people in cosplay, there's a challenge basically of standing still for an hour or more, basically just on the spot, with people walking past you, and they can do what they can take photos with you, they can take photos of you, they can go, what? And then, yeah, that's basically on the third day, on the Sunday, I literally stood for an hour, from 4:30 till 5:30. No, wait. 3:30 till 4:30. Just stood there. What I didn't realise is the con closes at 5 on the Sunday, and my plan was to stand there for an hour, which I did by counting, which I was very surprised by. I literally counted in my head like an hour, but via seconds, which is... So 60 times 60, that's 6 sixes are 3,600. 3,000. Hey Siri, how many seconds are there in an hour?
1 hour is 3,600 seconds.
Yeah, so I literally counted to 3,600 while standing there. And yeah, again, I got a bunch of people to take photos. Obviously, I didn't say anything while I was there. I just turned my head slightly when they weren't looking. So that was kind of fun. Yes, that was really cool. But then the idea after that was go to Artist Alley, get this thing filled out. So on the first day, I went outside with this thing, came back in, absolutely fine. Went outside a second time. Fucking annoying our security guard was like, sorry mate, you can't take that back inside. What the fuck? I literally walked past you earlier with this thing. You saw me with it, with this thing, and now you're telling me I can't take it back in. I've been walking around with it the whole entire day getting people to fucking sign on it. Hasn't been a problem. I take it back in a second time, it's a problem. On the second day there was no problem with it, and then the third day there was no problem with it either. But I think the reason for it, and I can justify this, is when I took it in and out initially, I had it on my back, which is why this thing is on here, and basically you can wear it a bit like a one of those satchel bags. The problem is, I think the reason they took it off me, and thinking about this now more prominently, is the fact that I was carrying it like that, and they can obviously see that as a prop that is not by regulation standard. If it's on my back, it looks more like part of a cosplay. And I think I actually said this to one of the people upstairs about folding wings and mechanical wings and stuff in Cosplay Central. What they said to me is that as long as your wings, you can fold them inwards. If they go up and out, awesome. As long as you can fold them inwards and they don't obstruct anything, you're absolutely fine. If they kind of just stay up and out, then it's kind of more of a problem. You have more chance of like poking someone out or hitting them in the face or something like that. Which is fair. So I think the reason they took this away on the first day was because I was holding it like this, because this string wasn't always on here. I actually had cardboard exploits that I had it attached to my leg, but they broke within like the first hour or so, so I was just carrying this thing around and I didn't really have a way to, yeah. So that was disappointing. And then that kind of ruined the mood for this thing for the second and third days, because I was really worried that basically I wasn't going to be able to get this signed. But yeah, like come back to the third day, I didn't realise it closed on 5, so I was there at 4:30, just walking around. Suddenly I hear the announcement that things closing, and I'm rushing to go to Artist Alley, but obviously everyone was leaving. So I'm stuck on the other side of the expo hall, just fucking kind of wandering around taking photos. I didn't get this thing filled with Artist Alley things, and I did actually get a couple of no's from Artist Alley on the second day about filling this thing out. So fair enough to them. However, the people they did get straw on this, Eddie Bowley from Tom Scar and Friends, I think I got fucking, I can't remember the name. I can't actually remember who It's weird, yeah, again, this was like a weekend ago. I got some good ones. I got some manga artists to draw on here as well, which is pretty cool. Got some origami artists to draw on here, which is where the crane is. Unfortunately, they did get smudged, because I did have a pen with me that doesn't smudge, but they also had Sharpies. But there's a little crane. But basically, everything is smudged on here. I'm going to redraw over, let it dry, and then prime it and paint it. But yeah. Well, the way that I'm going to paint this actually as well is I'm going to leave all the black here. I don't want this to go away because this is all imprint from different people around the world. And I'd say around the world actually, yeah, because there's people travelling in from multiple different places. It's not just from like London. And even, especially in Rotterdam as well, where TwitchCon takes place now, there's multiple different people from multiple different places there. So that's that. But yeah, what I plan to do when I paint this thing is basically prime the whole board. I've got the primer up on my shelf over there. And then basically, very intricately, with some brushes and some pens, is paint in between all of the black lines with a bit of a pattern downwards, and you can probably guess what colours I'm going to use. But yeah, well, we'll put that to the side for now, and then we can get on to other stuff, which means I can close my curtains again, which means... Whoa! Spook! Yeah! It's the eyebrows. Is it better if you can see the eyebrows, or is it worse? Do you like it without the eyebrows? I felt cuter without the eyebrows, but then if I put the eyebrows up, it feels more serious. Yeah. I don't know. There we go. Oh, and of course, how could I forget? Fucking Calcifer. We took Calcifer with us. What's that? Where's his... Where is it? Looks like Eubench. Calcifer. We got him in Scotland when I went. Basically, I tied this to the top of my helmet on the second day, which was also when I met my uni friends up there, because they went as well, and they dressed up from Dan to Dan and also Pokemon and stuff like that. I actually met some people I wasn't expecting to meet there as well, which was kind of cool. Basically, I had this thing tied to my helmet on the second day, and pretty much as you expect, straight in. Well, I tied it with my badge, and you can probably see where this story is going. Basically, I tied it with my badge, untied it, I lost my badge for the majority of like an hour, and went and got a new badge. The problem is with the new badge, it doesn't have the imprint on the lanyard, which I was quite disappointed about. The badge is still the same, so that's annoying. So that happened, yeah. But getting more to good news, the trinkets! Yeah! Right, let's get on to this, shall we? I think we're just going to pass... Oh, actually, tell you what, before we do that... Anyone who was here for stream... And these are technically trinkets, they're not from the con, though. They're inspired by the con, I must admit. Anyone who was here the last couple of days, I finished it. This is a little clay bit, so you'll understand the context of this if you go watch the other streams from the past couple of days. Yep, we made the tail. That was pretty sick. You can see a little spiky one, and then we're going to stick that into the pumpkin. Well, not the actual pumpkin. Someone's made like a little clay pumpkin. Pumpkin? Fucking pumpkin. That's actually that sounds like the video, if you know what I'm talking about. Little head there. My dad said this looks like a willy or a kiok. Apparently, this looks like a kiok. I mean, if you hold it like that, then sure, fine. But it's meant to be a dragon. You can actually see like the little scale indents that I've made on there as well. And you got like the legs as well. Leg 1, whoop. And then there's leg 2. quote. I actually did some detail on the claws on the bottom, as you can see. Again, if you want context for these pieces, you'll need to go watch the streams from the last couple of days. Because otherwise this will make no sense at all. It would just be a bunch of clay bits that I made, and this one is falling apart, which is kind of annoying because it's the best leg that I made. Yeah. Oh, that's going to fall out. I also managed to watch the entirety of The Witcher while finishing them. Yeah. I don't just mean season 4, I mean like the whole of The Witcher. Yeah. The season 4 is alright. There's something that feels off about it. Obviously the actor's new as well. It's a bit Uncanny Valley. The voice is down, but the face is off because it's a different actor, obviously. I think they tried to get someone as close to Henry Cavill as possible that was available. But yeah, it works. It works in ways. I got used to it. Right, trinkets. Let's go. No more delaying. Right, item number 1. This dragon, which I made myself. I actually made this before the con, and there was something at the con called Queer Space, which is essentially stuff that you could trade for other stuff. I got some stickers out of it after leaving behind a dragon pin. I got that in our con at some point from a D&D stand. And then I was going to leave this thing, and then this was also during the time of when it was 4:30, only had half an hour. I didn't have time to get to there because everybody was leaving. I wanted to put this on the table for someone to take home with them, but I didn't get a chance to, which is annoying. So I guess it's just living here with me, and it is essentially just a little dragon I've made by stacking cardboard. It has got a bit of beaten up in my bag, I must admit, but we're going to put that back up there with Venomized Groot, which is a Lego figure. There we go. Cool. Actually, this is handy because I can put everything away as I do this. Right, item number 2. This little thing is from Undertale, I think. Basically, they had, like the like Gumball machines or like the toy machines, the balls you used to get. They had a bunch of those, but they had like Voltron, they had Bakugan, they had Undertale, they had fucking a bunch of animes I don't really know. I think they had like a fucking Animal Crossing one as well. I went for the Undertale one because it's the one I mostly recognise. There was a Voltron one. And basically, with the Voltron one, you get like a bunch of parts you can combine into one kind of like Megazord. I know that's Power Rangers and it's the wrong thing, but like still. But yeah, I got this little Undertale thing, and it basically is a keychain that you can attach to stuff, which I've just been putting on my bag and stuff. I don't know which character this is actually. I'll have to look that up later. It is quite funny. I've been hoisted by the t-shirt. Kind of reminds me of Casper a bit. And that one can go up there. And actually, tell you what, after we finish stream, I'll tell you where I've put everything as well, because he'll give you a little pov from up there. Right, next up is this thing. What is this thing actually? I don't remember. Oh yes, I met someone cosplaying as a dragon. It was fucking awesome. They had like a full white dragon helmet, like the DC, like a dragon, like a literal dragon's head. They had like black sheath in its face. It was really hard to see apparently. But they were in like a wheelchair, like a mobile, like a motorized wheelchair. And they were just like the dragon, and it was fucking amazing. The dragon head was awesome. I think I took a picture of them. I can't remember. But yeah, I've got that. This is basically a card with their links. I also got some stickers from them, which I will actually show you as well because I got my laptop here. These are all the stickers. Well, some of these stickers are new. So this one, all of these along the top. These cat ones, that cat one, and then also all the cat ones along there, and also that one up the top. And then if I can just find. That's the one I got from. That's the person there who gave me. That's essentially the mask that they were wearing, while they were going around, and it was fucking awesome. But yeah, that's from that. And actually, I've got their links there, so I'm gonna go follow them on socials afterwards because I haven't really had a look at these since the con because I've been doing uni work and deadlines. Next up is this little card here. So basically, there was a writer of like a comic series there doing stuff and actually gave me comics and books as well, which is awesome. Basically called the Hamiverse, surrounded by hamsters and stuff. It's like a cybernetic future thing. There we go. Actually, I'll close my door because I'm getting light reflections that I don't want. The Hamiverse, which is basically like a Amster in a cybernetic future reality sort of stuff. I've actually read these yet. I could do a fucking reading. Do a bit of reading now. It's quite dark in here, so I'll have to. Get the eyebrows out. Let's get the eyebrows out for this. Need some expression. Some expression. Right. The city turned, groaning like a wounded titan. Powered by living batteries in an impossible system of obedience. Work is purpose, order is freedom. Obedience is peace. Regulation compliance, pre-approved. Hammy awoke before the call, as always. Even the sidewalk's forced motion, no deviation. Weightless commute, run, repeat, run, repeat, run. Why do you keep overthinking it? One fragment of stillness in the noise. Connection, faint but not real. They wait for a crack. That crack is him. The city never stops spinning. And here the kill zone, not for bodies, just belief. He never felt such an unfamiliar feeling. Dread. Danger. But we'll have to save that for next time. I actually got 2 comics. I believe that's the first one. It's a good running series. And these are by, if I find, the Hammyverse is by someone. There's a sexy cat on the cover as well. I don't think it's sexy. It's just what I'm saying because of the way it's positioned and stuff. God damn it. I shouldn't have said that. The author is not on here. I will have to look it up. But that's, I got them. Pretty cool. I also got a picture with the guy basically cosplaying as the villain in the series as well, which I'll get up now. Yeah, basically a little draw to win £500. Spoiler, I didn't win the £500. So that happened. Cool. Actually, we'll just chuck all the stuff over here. So, yes, next. This was on the artist I actually got to draw on the board. They drew a little ghosty sort of thing on the board. And they did some really, really cool art stuff. So I don't know if you can see that too well. But this has all basically been pencil drawn and then scanned in. And they did some like really horror adjacent stuff. Now, obviously you can't read that because it's backwards. But this is John Turner. Even I can't read fucking it. I'm going to have to... My background is also not the brightest. Yeah. If I grab this up real quick. Sorry, this is going horribly. I'm sorry about this. Let me go around real quick. Is that all cool? Oh, it's actually showing up as better quality on Twitch. It looks shit on Streamlabs, but okay. Echo! Echo? Is that not... Are you fucking kidding me? Is the... Oh, well, actually, no, this might just be a Stream Manager problem again. Echo! Echo! Yeah! Echo! Yeah! Echo! Yeah! Echo! Yeah! Oh, let's turn it off because that's not very wonderful, is it? Yes, if I just use the light from my phone, I can basically. I need to switch my backgrounds actually, so I can just go ahead and actually see what the fuck I'm reading. Oh yeah, it's the perfect value. Fucking hell, I forgot about this. I forgot I made this as well. Yes, I went to the effort to draw that when the Minecraft movie came out. There's also a much more horrible picture, which I'm pretty sure has ended up on some website somewhere. There's one worse than this. Is that how? Yeah, that's the Jack O pose. In fact, I don't even know what the fucking pose is called. I have tried the pose myself. It's not as easy as it seems. Right. There we go. John Turner, illustration, etc. This John Turner. Oh, this is basically just the websites. But they did some really cool stuff, and I would consider checking them out. Can you guys read that? Ooh. I will tell you what. I'll give this a look up. But yeah, this is some really cool stuff. But yeah, John Turner. At This Is John Turner on Insta and socials and stuff, which again I will give a follow after stream. I got a actual like you know how you get Pokemon cards. I got one of them for the Hamster Universe thing that they were showing. That I said I got the comics from as well, which is pretty cool. And it says you found the drop. I got Hammy, which actually won from a card game as well, which is pretty cool. So they're developing that as well. And then again, yeah, I got some another. I think this was, yeah, fantasy author. Haha! The artwork of this their artwork is fucking amazing, and I love how it looks. Especially it's very fire. A lot of it is very fiery and Phoenix sort of coated, but it's done in such a particular way that I actually fucking love. And yeah, I will be following them on socials. Again, haven't touched on this stuff in a week. But yeah, there's probably more stories in the photos I took at the con than any of this. But yeah, because the thing we can get through trinkets pretty quickly. The actual stories that I want to tell can't like really relate to the photos. Oh my god, yes. One of the best fucking experiences I had at the fucking con is the fucking LARPing. Now, I have never LARPed before. I've never considered LARPing. I forgot what LARPing was before I even went to the con and didn't consider that there would be LARPing there. I had a fucking wonderful time, especially while wearing that thing over there. This little piece just here. I had a wonderful time wearing that because I fucking cut some people down. Yeah, I got to use some really cool swords, and the thing is, so basically they're all they've basically got I think they've got like foil or wire inside. It's all just like foam built up around it, and it's painted in a really particular kind of masterful way. And it makes some really like realistic looking weapons, but obviously they don't hurt. And some of them are literally just completely foam without an inner bit, and they do just flop around a bit. It's quite silly and fun. But I am considering maybe doing a LARP because I enjoyed it. I also do martial arts as well. For anyone, I know how to bow staff. I did karate for a bit in my youth. I still do boxing. I quite a good climber. But yeah. But yeah, they had like a class called the Art of the Sword. Basically, it would tell you how to like use a long sword, which is two hands like that. A bit like katana is like that, which is what samurai use. But a long sword you have to hold with two hands because they would be so literally long, like massively long. That's why they're called longsword, but you have to hold it with two hands because the weight of it, even as like a foam thing, is just like. But yeah, we're allowed to dual wield. I had a sword and a shield for one of the points, and the guy I was fighting is like a professional in this. He was like, if you like hold the shield up, I can hit with your legs below. It's just like a constant repeated pattern. I took note of that, and I learned very quickly, and I was able to kill them. Very, very, very quick. When I say kill, I mean. Within the game of LARPing, not actually kill, just to kill out. But yeah, that was wickedly fun, and I would 100% fucking do it again. But they've got stuff going on, and there's like, that's the other thing. I wanted to go to a fucking Ren Fair. I want to go Ren Fair in 2026. And they have a Ren Fair in 2026 where they're doing LARPing. Ooh. So yeah, that'll be hit up. That is the other thing I need to add to that list. I want to go to a Ren Fair in 2026. I think it'll be fucking awesome. Because, well, again, a lot of my cosplay by the time that I will have made as well will fit that sort of stuff. Because I actually explained this on the stream the other day. The cosplay that I have, right? The cosplay that I have is, although it's like very draconic and very spiky and like black and all that, it does fit into a lot of different like worlds, I guess, in a way, like Ren Fair, like draconic. It'd be much more like a magical and mystical beast sort of thing. But then it also fits into Warframe. It also fits into Skate with the right clothes. It also fits into fucking Minecraft in a certain way, taking off the blocky form and sort of expanding out. But yeah. On top of that, yeah, the actual Comic-Con thing. So with Comic-Con, what you get is a little app, and you can float around for a treasure hunt. I managed to find with the treasure hunt, you basically find like a bunch of QR codes. You get stickers for them. I managed to find about 5 stickers. There was at least like 15 to 20. So yeah, that happened. But that's fine. Ooh! But yeah, that was cool. And they basically got this in the post with the thing, and it's basically just a little information leaflet. And then you can get like MCM t-shirts and stuff like that, which I didn't bother getting because they probably would have been like 30 to 40 quid, and I don't really get it for free. Then yeah, that would be awesome. But yeah, I didn't. Basically, just to activate your badge so you can actually get in. Right, oh shit, sorry Casper. More LARP stuff. Basically, oh shit, they have a bunch of different places and tournaments and stuff, and I had a wonderful time there, and they basically gave me just a bunch of leaflets. And I will be reading into this. Yeah. Oh yes, of course, the actual map for for Comic-Con. I keep saying TwitchCon, sorry. Now this thing is fucking the most confusing thing. I don't know how this is about. The most confusing piece of shit I ever... Well, not piece of shit. It was actually quite useful. But the most confusing... What the hell is this? They've got like 50,000 numbers on there. And then you're meant to read between all the numbers down the bottom. Like, what is this? And then either you've got to read between the numbers and find it on here, or look at here and then find it in the numbers. What the hell is going on? And it was really hard to find stuff. So basically what I did was took a marker and basically just circled every place I wanted to go and then ticked them off as I was going, which actually really helped quite well. So yeah, that was quite a smart thing to do apparently. Also, the celebrities on the back. I never actually went to any signings. I did sit in a talk with Joey Beatty, though, who is Jaskier. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty. That song, but Joey Beatty has released a book called It's Not a Cult. They're also in a folk band with someone else who was there. And they're most notable for their role in The Witcher as Jaskier, the Sandpiper. Which again, as I just said, I watched recently. And I'm watching Bloodlands again, which was shit when I watched it the first time. So I'm hoping it's not as bad this time. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck am I doing? Right. I think that is just more laughing stuff. I got a lot of laughing stuff. These. Oh, fuck yes. I actually got these from Quizface. I don't know if they actually suit me. I haven't actually tried them on yet. But we're going to try now because I thought I'd wait for stream because they look devilish and they probably could go quite well with a certain cosplay. But we're going to give them a go now. Do they look? Do they work? I don't think they work. Do they look any good? I can't see. I'm gonna have to watch myself after stream to see if they work properly. I don't think they work, do they? If I go like this. Is that better? I don't know. Obviously, I can't see myself because I'm seeing in red. There we go. Do I look like the Riddler from Batman? Maybe. I'm not sure. Is it creepy or do they fit? I don't know if they work with my face, like, in general. I thought they'd go well because, like, red hair. I could just hand them off to a charity shop or something, but... Very foggy in here. It's getting very, very foggy in here. I don't know if you can see that. Do they work? I don't know if they do. I feel like they go with the mask quite well, but just not with my face. I take this off. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, they don't really go. It's fine. To be honest, I'll have to watch the stream back to see if they do. But yeah. We'll have to see. I think maybe black ones would have worked better. They didn't have any black ones. I have seen black ones of these, but yeah, they didn't have any black. These could be actually really useful because I do photography quite a lot. Especially like weird photography stuff. If I put the lens through this, everything just turns red. Except for red stuff. So basically it just turns all light red, which is really weird. And makes some really weird, like, shadowy poses. But if stuff is blue, it turns purple. Basically, it's just colour mixing, but with light. So anything that's blue right now is purple. Anything that's red stays red. Anything that's green goes brown. And anything that is sort of black goes, well, dark red. And anything that's white goes red. So these actually could be quite cool for photography. Or, oh my god, you can imagine, like, playing Minecraft with these on would be fucking awesome. Because oh my god, that would be awesome as well. I could, like, obviously I know what looks like. I roughly know what the menu looks like as well. If I change the language to, like, Dutch or something and put these on and play Minecraft, everything will be red. And then... Sorry, there's a big shadow over there. It looks like something was standing in the corner. Having a game in red, but also in a different language, would be fucking awesome. So that could be a really cool challenge, like April Fool's or something. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, what's next up? Oh yeah, little leaflet. So this is for free voice acting. Online workshop. I've tried to voice act. I can somewhat voice act for characters. I can do like a couple of voices. What I've been told about voice acting, one of the best notes I've been told about voice acting, is it's not about how many characters you can do. It's not about how many accents you can do. It's about how long you can hold one specific voice for. Yeah, great if you can do a range, but most likely, this is the advice I got, if you can hold that character, that voice, for an extended period of time while saying certain specific things, then you're more likely going to get a voice acting role than if you can do multiple different ones. So, for example, I can talk like this. Kiri, Kiri. It's a tiny bit of Stitch in there with a bit of Gollum. But Kiri! I call it Kiri because Kiri sounds funny when I talk like this. Better Stitch. Stitch is Stitch. 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 Stitch is higher than this. But Kiri is like this, but Stitch. Stitch. Stitch bad. Stitch. 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 It's kind of finding the right tones with Stitch. But also Gollum is a little lower and a little more guttural. So Gollum, Gollum, Gollum. Stop. What is in your bitch's pocket says Gollum, Gollum, Gollum. Not listening, not listening. What is in the hobbit's pocket says Gollum, Gollum. See, and then you can also do, like, Batman's quite easy to do. guttural, kind of, you kind of just break your throat and then build it. That sounds bad. You kind of just. What is that? Why did you say that name? Why did you take my spear? I am vengeance. I am the night. I am the Batman. Robin. What is say? Why did you say that name? I am vengeance. Yeah, so it's a very easy voice to do. Darth Vader's a bit hard to do, and again, this is the thing, you can do multiple variation, but it's holding that voice that really counts. I am your father. No, Luke. I am your father. I can almost get there, but it sounds too like you're fucking... What's the best analogy? Like pulling a spoon across a radiator. It's too much like when it needs to be more like no, I am your father. Yeah, it's I used to be able to do it really well, but I can't do it so well anymore. It's annoying. I can do Elmo. I used to be able to do Mickey, so my voice went higher, but wow, kids, it's me, Mickey Mouse! That's how it sounds now. It's horrible. So Elmo is a bit like Gollum and a bit cheery, but you go up like this, and you basically put your tongue at the back of your throat while also pressing it against the sides. And hello, everybody, it's me, Elmo! Yeah! It's Elmo's World, it's Elmo's World. You're going to die cause I'm gonna eat your skin. Yeah. I'm on my way, I'm on my way, I'm on my way to eat your skin. Ah! Got him. It's me, Elmo. Hello everybody, it's me, yeah! Yeah, but yeah, the advice I got is it's not about how many characters you can do, it's about or how many accents you can do, which I'm not going to do on it. I can do Scottish, and I can say Ireland in an Irish voice. That's about as far as the Irish accent goes. I can do Australian, I can do a bit of Russian. Germany still needs to work on a bit. Italian accents is what I mean. I can't just... Not only can I do a French accent, I can speak French as well. That's good. For 5 years? So yeah, you'd expect me to. I have like keywords that allow me to kind of with accents. So French is bourgeoisie. 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 C'est la bourgeoisie. C'est fantastique. C'est la bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie. C'est la bourgeoisie. C'est la bourgeoisie. C'est la bourgeoisie. There we go. Okay, cool. That's about as far as French goes. With Italy, it's Tagliatelle, which Tagliatelle. And obviously that leads on to like Mario and Luigi and kind of all of that stuff. And then you've got what are the other ones? Australia. Basically, Australia is just it's more invigorating, more than that's going a bit like southern. Basically, Australia and New Zealand, it's essentially you're just changing the way that some of the sounds of the words sound, and you're really just like heightening your voice quite a bit, and you're really putting a lot more energy into the voice, and then just adding a bit of tang to it as well. You get Australian, crikey. The dingoes and stuff. Shrimps on the barbie. Oh no, Cleo, it's the hydration, Cleo. They're going to turn you into a mermaid, Cleo. Oh no, Cleo. Oh no, Cleo, the hydration, Cleo. They're going to turn you into a mermaid. Oh no. Oh no, Cleo. Fuck's sake. Yeah, so that's that. And then what was the other thing? Russia is basically just, well, this comes with accents as well. Just, I'm not trying to say anything. Russia, when it comes to accent, is basically the Italian accent, but you just do it much lower. Yeah, I probably won't do that one because stuff going on right now. Yeah, Scottish. I feel like my Scottish accent has kind of gone down a bit since I started it. But, you know, the Scottish accent, it's not really that hard to do. You just kind of have to, again, put a bit more expression into what you're saying. And just add a bit of feel to it. Like, it's not that hard if you're a British person to do a Scottish accent. But it comes with its difficulties. And, yeah, well, you can go really Scottish and be hardly understandable to what he's saying. Or you can go a bit more like British Scottish, which is what I'm doing now. But obviously it's not my place to say, but yeah, cool. I actually have Scottish heritage in my blood, so yeah, cool. Basically, I picked this up from watching like Scottish films and stuff like that, mainly from Brave. It's Brave, you know, the Scottish film. It's a film about a Scottish princess who lives in a Scottish land with her estranged mother, and a bear, and a witch, and some wisps of the willows, and mordieu. Mordieu! That's my word for Scottish. Mordieu! That's how I got the Scottish accent going. Basically from watching Brave. I could do an accent challenge in the future, that'd be fun. Accent challenge on stream. I think we're straying away from Comic Con a bit. Anyway, yes, getting back to the point. This was... Oh, yes, these are my stickers that I got from the cat people. But also, I wrote down... Because I went to a fucking D&D talk. Because I need to play fucking D&D, yeah! Yeah. I need to play D&D at some point. Well, no, I have played D&D before. Only once. And they're doing it at uni now, so I need to take some fucking notes. Which is exactly what I did while I was there. Because I went to a GM starting D&D kind of... talk, and notes I took, if I can actually fucking read this. Deep characters. Give your characters a background, some sort of thing. Oh my god. As well as fucking... I just remember something as well. Trust yourself as a GM and as a character or a player. I actually joined the official D&D Discord the other day, and I've actually posted my art on somewhere. On there already, and people are really loving it, which is really cool, and I really like it when people love my art, because I don't usually get a lot of praise for the art, and it's really don't trigger players, obviously, like I think they said, like you can have spider traps and stuff, but obviously people that really don't like spiders don't do that. Don't feel like it has to be a big production. This is a big one. Well, actually, I've learned to say because it's pretty much just all other stuff that I'm going to say for an actual D&D session. Don't feel like it has to be a big production, and I think this comes inherently not with just D&D, but a lot of stuff. When you're doing certain things, like other things that people are doing, or you're starting something new that you're hoping to get somewhere bigger that someone is like somewhat already doing, you try to go into a big production and then you fall down and you're like, what the fuck, why hasn't this worked? And some people do make it, some people don't, and I've had the experience of knowing that sometimes this happens. D&D, other stuff, don't try and make it a big production. Essentially what they're saying, you've got like people like on Critical Role with Matt Mercer, you've got people on Legend of Avantris, you've got the D&D group that runs with Brandon Lee Monaghan, you've got Natural Six, you've got all these big production kind of D&D groups that have like a massive room to play D&D in, and have like this, they have animated shorts, they have like shows and stuff and all the stuff. Don't feel like you have to go massive production like that. Just do it your own way. They've thought it up like that because they've done it in the way that they've kind of thought about it and developed it. But if you're doing a D&D session, and again, this comes back to a lot of other stuff. If you're doing something for this first time ever, yeah, feel inspired and innovated by other people, but don't feel pressured to have to do something exactly the same as that, if that makes sense. Be inspired, but don't feel put down by what you think is bigger stuff, which is a hard thing nowadays because of, well, how social media and the algorithm works. It constantly boosts content of like high production stuff, and the less low production stuff or stuff that us guys are doing, it doesn't really get put up as much as other things, which obviously then forces you to be like, right, I need to make this high production, go spend a bunch of money, and then, yeah, you realise that, you know what, this still isn't going to work because, yeah. So, again, not only with indie, the other stuff in life, don't feel like you have to go high production just because other people are doing. The way you're doing it, make it unique. Make it your way of doing it, not someone else's, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Cool. I also got this random glow stick from the rave we had on the first day. Yeah, there was a rave basically at the end of... Is that still glowing? No, it's not. We basically had a rave. I just got given that, by the way. We had a rave, or like a Halloween party, basically the end of the first day, which was fucking awesome. I busted out the dance moves, did a bit of the shuffle, and also a bit of, oh fucking, what's it called? I had the perfect trousers on as well to do it. Where you basically put your legs back and forth and spin. The one that they're doing on, I know how to do it. I can't remember what it's fucking called. So here's when I'm on the spot. I can't remember what it's called. What's it called? You know what I mean, right? Like when you put your legs back and forth and you turn on the spot, and then like, fucking, I'll have to look this up. Why is workouts for femboys on my fucking TikTok page? Cool. Should I have said that out loud? I don't know. What's it called? I'll find the thing. We've got half an hour left, so I need to really speed through this. Dance. Resurface in I can't remember what it's called, but it's like where you do it, and then you switch the other leg and you spin, you go like that. But you do it in cargos. I can't remember what it's called. Right. Anyway, we're getting off track. Otherwise, we're going to lose time here. Next couple of things. Speaking, come back to D&D. I actually went and painted a little figure, as you can see here. Basically, this is an Eagle Warrior, which I tried to make into a Kotal Warrior. With the reds and the blues and the purples, as you can see. That's not great. Is that easier to see? I tried to make a bit of like a Kotal Warrior. With like some reds and some, green body and then red on the eyes and the feet, and then like purple and blue all the way around, and then like cape on the back. It kind of looks like a bit of mess, I must admit. The yellow didn't turn out quite as well as I thought it would, which is annoying. But I think it looks alright, and we could probably fix this guy up with a bit of drawing and stuff like that. But yeah, cool. So that happened. Over the third day when I did some D&D painting, I actually did some D&D painting, minifig painting, on the very first day, and we'll get on to more D&D stuff in a minute, because I have some, in my hand, something very important. First day, we did some minifig painting as well, and basically, when it came to the minifig painting, what we did was, something with a group called Game Therapy, which essentially you paint the minifigures as a bit of therapy, as a bit of cooldown time, which for me is nothing but because I fucking get stressed whenever I paint, because I can't paint, because I'm notoriously shit, because I can't paint. I can never draw. No, and that's actually, so we'll bring this other thing up right now. I can paint to the extent that it's like a drawing, but when it comes to shit like that, when it's painting 3D stuff, no. When it comes to painting stuff like this, however, yeah, I can do. Yeah, that's basically been painted with black oil paints. We basically was meant to be painting other cosplayers. Now, I specialise in drawing dragons and creatures and stuff like that, and I thought, you know what would be really cool is if I took the other 5 cosplayers round the table I'm sat with, combined them into a dragon, and then painted that. That's exactly what I did. So someone in a crow cosplay, someone in a steampunk cosplay, there was someone in purple and black with very sort of scaly shoulder pads, which I can see I've worked in here. But yeah. And then I tried to just work in some of the other bits here and there, and I think that actually really works out really well, and I generally want to hang this up somewhere. And I'm considering on stream just doing like miniature portraits at some point. Or like miniature things like this, because I think this could be quite fun to do again, and all the different variations. I could just like multiple like mini portraits like this and hang them up and put them together and expand how this dragon looks on like a bigger canvas, because obviously you can see it goes off the edges, and the idea that right now is it wraps around back onto these other edges here. But what if we got like 8 other things to wrap around the edge of this? Wait, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if we got 8 more mini canvases to wrap around this thing, imagine like the body wrapping around all of the other canvases, possibly even like trees and floating islands and stuff. I mean, that would be sick, right? But yeah, I absolutely enjoy the hell out of this. And there is a bit of like a calligraphy thing that goes into this, which comes a tiny bit from doing a bit of calligraphy at some point before. Yeah, so that was really fun. And again, when it comes to painting like this, I can treat it as a drawing and how I draw, whereas it comes to painting on 3D stuff, it's a bit harder. So yeah. But yeah, that was wicked fun. Enjoy the hell out of that, and yeah. I even signed it, if you caught a glimmer of that. Yes, but coming back to the whole subject of D&D, I got some D20s. And I found these were only £1 each, right? And this was really good. I found ones that specifically match my kind of theme and stuff. So we got black and gold. We got a mixed black and gold one, as you can just see there. Which looks really cool when you roll it and stuff like that. We also got a white one. Now, I don't know if you can see. Oh, it does show on camera actually. Yeah, because of the light. There is glitter in here that only has. That has a certain quality to it. When you hold it in direct light, you don't see it. But when you hold it in a certain light, the purple glitter inside shows, which I find pretty cool. It's almost like an amethyst geode. And obviously these two mixed with the helmet go incredibly well together, which is exactly why I got these two. So if I ever do play D&D, I will be taking these dice with me. And we're playing D&D at uni at some point, so yeah, you can best bet I'm going to take these with me. They did have D100s there, but fucking hell, they were expensive. Yeah, so either I will make my own dice out of silicone and resin, and stuff like that, or I'll go buy some. Mostly I'll probably make them, or I'll get a friend to make them, who helped me with the pumpkin and the clay, which is off to the side there. Yeah, Game Therapy, wonderful people, and basically how it works again is you paint the minifigs, not that one up there. You paint the minifigs, and all the minifigs, they basically go to places where people can play with them on D&D sets. Yeah, I painted like a little mini dwarf sort of demon figure. I think I was painting like a halfling and a manticore as well, which was pretty sick. So yeah, that happened. Of course, the actual badge as well, fucking awesome. The other one did actually have my name on it, the one that I lost. So yeah, and then we also have this one here. What's this? This is, I think, more LARPing. Yeah, this is more LARPing stuff. What? More LARPing stuff. More kind of different realms of LARPing. Got the D&D dice. Oh yes, something else. I made this upstairs. Basically, I try and make it look like Ender Dragon stuffs. But yeah, basically making friendship playsets. I made this thing way too big. It doesn't wrap around because the stuff isn't elastic. So the alternative is I can use it for a hair tie, which is probably very unlikely. I've just been putting it on my little sort of wooden doll up there, like the drawing figures that you can get, to like the armatures. That's what they're called. Yeah, I try to make this sort of like Ender Dragons, or like at least my colours themes, black and pink and stuff like that, and try to get all the crystals on it. I think it looks pretty sick. And yeah, so that we did that happen. That happened. You can also hang this off the helmet. Actually, it fits quite well, which is rather nice. We pop that back up there. There we go. And then, lastly, little thing here. I got a little origami piece from the peeps over the origami stand that drew on my board. And I don't know if this thing has gone like weird or something, but it's evolved into something that I don't know. It's meant to be a dragon, but it's kind of fallen apart, and it looks like a weird sort of flower now. Like, it's meant to be a little wyvern dragon, but I don't know how to... Obviously, I don't want to break it as well, so... Loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, still believe. So I'm basically just going to leave it standing like that because it still looks pretty cool, and it actually does stand up. For fuck's sake. Unless this goes round here like this. Maybe that goes like that. Yeah, and then does that go? There we go. A little sort of weird flower thing that I've made. It's meant to be a wyvern. I don't even know exactly. There we go. It's standing up now. You can't see that, but it's just literally standing. Don't know if I can get that to balance properly. Ooh! Yeah, cool. Right, now on to the actual proper stuff. That's just a ball that the thing came that I mentioned earlier. Now on to the proper stuffs. The cool stuffs. The amazing stuffs. The photos! Right, we'll go through my socials now because I can basically just rewatch this and tell you stories. So yeah, as I was saying, first day. Pretty much what we did is just so with Comic Con, with the app and everything. What you do is you basically book in what you want to do on those days. Then there are certain things you have to like pay extra for, like signings and the parties and stuff like that, which I just got into for free, which was awesome. Little cheat codes there. So you don't have to pay; you just have to wait till after, because there'll always be extra space because they massively oversold it yet again. Yeah, if we go on to here real quick, it probably would have been better done on my laptop where I could actually show you the photos in full. Oh, the fairy followed me. Cool. Is that? No, you can't see that, can you? Shit. I don't think it's right here, so it's fine. If I can just find the screen, basically I'm just gonna watch these back through, and I'll just tell you about. So yeah, basically, as I said, so I couldn't find the top in the morning, and so yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. So I basically wore a morph suit under everything. Both days I wore the mask, and you can actually see in that picture. I don't know if you can see too well. That's not going to show up, is it? With the mask, I do just have like tusks and berserker horns that go around the front like that. I took them off before I went the second day because I ended up walking into a couple of people. The problem is when I have the tusks on, I can't see down when I'm in the mask because it blocks around the mouth bit, which is what the mouthpiece is for. I made it so I can look down inside the mask this time, which I couldn't do at TwitchCon, which is why I ended up walking to a bunch of people. But yeah, I actually wore a morph suit under everything, because what I was planning to do, as I said, was wear this pink and black top, which I didn't get to because I couldn't find it, which I now know is on the Era downstairs. So it's probably in the wash, which is weird because I looked straight in the wash and it wasn't there. And obviously we took the flag as a little cape, as we always do with the cosplay, because the colours match and it's what the colours are based on, except the white, which I don't really include because it doesn't really go well with the... crossbody bag, and then just like the lanyard with the badge on, and then yeah, that was pretty much it for the first day. Also, I took my gloves, and I have the for any of you here before Comic-Con, so I have these little sort of spiky claw gloves that I took as well. That's the thing, so I have so much more cosplay here that wasn't finished for Comic-Con that I'm still working on now, including gauntlets and a tail and wings and shin guards and a belt and arm braces and literally everything that you could ever want on a cosplay. But I couldn't take it up with me because A, it would have been too much of a faff, especially on the train, and on top of that, I just wasn't finished in time. I left myself not enough time to finish cosplay before going to the con, basically. And then, yeah, so I'm up with... there was a furry meet pretty much on the first day. Within the first couple hours, I went outside, met some amazing people, met some artists. And I got some wonderful photos. I don't know if they were going to show up. But again, like I said, my socials are linked over here on Twitch. So if you want to check out my TikTok, which is where everything from Comic-Con is, including all the pictures, do you think... Oh, there's the other thing. They have like a D&D dice there, but it was basically looked like fucking... I think it was at least 100 dices mashed together in a resin pour, but it was made into just like a massive D20, which I thought was fucking awesome. But yeah, my TikTok is linked over here, so if you want to check out all the pictures I took at the con, then feel free. There was someone in a fucking dressed up as a Nintendo DS. There was a the Dragonborn Berserker guy from Skyrim, dressed up there in like proper full cosplay. As I mentioned, I got the picture with the guy who's cosplaying as the villain in the Hamiverse comics, which is fucking awesome. Obviously went to the rave afterwards, the Halloween party. That was fucking awesome too. So the other thing, oh yes, so fucking one of the best things ever. Come back to D&D and everything. They had a D&D Smash Pass with a group of Natural Six who play D&D, and they went like I was expecting to be just like Smash Pass. No, they went like properly. They went properly in depth with it, like what it would do to you and stuff like that. You know, I was fucking with it. It was awesome. Not like that. There was like a 4-armed demon dude. It was like a fish lady. But basically, what they do, they have the book of they have the West Coast D&D book, and they basically roll a dice to determine like what, because they've assigned all the monsters to a certain number with the D20, and they roll it, they get a number, and then that number is basically what the monster comes up as via the page. And yeah, that was pretty damn fun. So that was fucking awesome. Oh my god, Robotron! They had Robotron on there. You awake to find yourself in a dark room! That guy. Yeah. So that was fucking awesome. I didn't get picked to go up on stage, which was obviously quite annoying. But this is fine. To be honest, even still, had a wonderful experience. I didn't even know didn't know he was playing that. I forgot who. So I know who Robotron is. That's why I know. That's what the name I know them by. It just says Dark Room on the MCM sort of app, which I completely forgot is like the whole shtick that he does when it comes to a comedy routine. So it completely passed me by until some guy mentioned it, and I was like, let's fucking go to this. And I did, and it happened. Oh, and also when we were at the Halloween party, the rave after day one, they had a camera going around the top, and basically it would go into the audience, and there was a camera at the back as well, and people would just hold up pictures of someone's face, so it would show up on the back there was also a guy in the audience, like when the camera was going around, he just went, yeah, and the camera was on, he was like, to the camera, like the whole time it was on me. It was really fucking cool. And everybody had a different reaction. It was, and the camera came on me a couple of times with the mask. Actually got a camera guy come through the crowd with the camera on me, so there might be pictures of me in mask on the MCN official page, which would be awesome. From the Halloween party bit. That was fucking awesome. And again, I was busting out the moves at the Halloween party, doing the leg shuffle stuff, and a bit of the Running Man. And I did the worm as well, and yeah, I can do the worm. I haven't done but yeah, I busted out the hair and did a bit of this action. To be fair, I have like wax in it right now, which is why it's not moving as much to the wood. But yeah, the fucking like proper. My hair is like, I know it looks not as long, but because it curls, it actually goes down to about there. So yeah, again, I've got like wax or fucking gel or something in it right now. Let's keep it up with like the modelling photos, but yeah. Oh yeah, there was like a Dalek Asylum sort of talk there. There was so much Doctor Who media there. It was fucking amazing. But then yeah, we were all just like jumping with like glow sticks and shit in the rave. It was awesome. Just watching this back. There was a guy dressed as Impulse, stood next, like Impulse SB from Hermicroft, stood next to me, which was fucking awesome. And then yeah, that was the end of day one. Oh, the fucking Legos! I took a photo with fucking Barney the dinosaur. How cool is that? Right, day two, of course. Now, this was a bit of an odd one. So, I didn't want to wear the same shit again, because it would fucking stink, because it's fucking sweaty as shit in there. And you don't realise until you come out, because everybody else in there is sweaty as shit. I took deodorant with me, of course, as well. And I also ate like shit while I was there as well, because... yeah, so that happened. I also played the organ in London Bridge. I now play Halo on the organ, which was fun, and also just change up the tune. If you slow down or speed up music, it changes the emotional bit. It's why I call the Bill Bailey method, and you'll see why if you watch a video on Bill Bailey, who did it for Doctor Who a couple of years ago in that thing. Yeah, so as I mentioned, day two, I took the tusks off the helmet because I couldn't see downwards, and I kept walking into people. I took the cape again. What I did this time was took one of my favourite t-shirts, which is basically a sort of dulled purple-ish blue t-shirt my headphones as well. But I put the bodysuit on, and what I did on the bodysuit was draw runes. And I that's the thing. I know how to both read and write in runes. For anyone who didn't know, I know how to. I know how to read and write in the runes, specifically the ones from HTDYD. How to Train Your Dragon. I just taught myself at some point. I got bored. Okay. Yeah, I know how to read and write in those runes, and I basically wrote my name up and down my arms, and also a couple like just phrases and spells and stuff that I say on stream quite a lot. And just even like normal random words look fucking sick as like things. So that was really fun. But because I was wearing this t-shirt, you could see the arms full of that stuff. I also had the gloves with the claws on as well, which I'd also painted slightly with the stuff. I'd also done my nails, as you can see. I've done acrylic, and I've also done like makeup over my hands to make it look like I was being corrupted by some sort of like lightning or something like that. With some pinks and some purples. Trousers, we wore black cargos so I could actually carry stuff around with me. And then, of course, obviously the helmet and the cape and stuff. And again, I would have liked to take the wings and other bits. I also had the ball with me this time. But yeah, I couldn't take the wings because, again, train journey would just be a fucking nightmare. Which is why next year, the day that I'm going to wear the wings on one day next year because they will be ready by then. But on that day, I'm going to drive up instead of taking the train up because I don't want them getting bashed up or anything. Yeah, so that was day, and then so we found some cool glasses. Oh my god, they had the Wonka bars from the actual like original like legitimate like prop set Wonka bars with the golden tickets from the original Gene Wilder film, which was fucking awesome. There was a lot of collectors there selling stuff, which was fucking like sick. I went to a Marvel race, which is where I got my cat stickers from, and then my friend who was there with me from uni as well got a little sort of cat plushie, which was awesome. And then there was a panel with Tom Scar and friends, and we did a massive live version of Family Feud or Family Fortune, and the subject of cum came up a lot. For some reason, cum was quite a prominent subject because cum apparently is quite funny. But yeah, to be honest, cum is it's quite fun sometimes. I like playing around with the word cum when it comes to videos. Yes, and yeah, a lot of jokes can be made around. Yes. So that happened. And then Jaskier, and I did a painting upstairs of the dragon. But Jaskier, again, so Joey Basie released a book called It's Not a Cult. And he had a friend there that he's basically known for ages, who's in the folk band with him, presenting that book, which was fucking awesome. So yeah, and they actually played Toss of Coins, Your Witcher at the beginning of the thing. So that was awesome too. And he gave some really good advice about writing and books and stuff like that. So that was awesome. And I think all the broadcasts they do at MCM, I think they do actually post somewhere, like mainly on the MCM channel. And then obviously at some point I went and got this little trinket over here. And then I basically had this on while I was painting the Kota Warrior. Yeah, I sat painting the Kota Warrior with this amazing little thing on, which again was only like 15 quid, so yeah. How much am I going to spend at Comic Con? Do you want to know the total price? Shall I tell you? Yeah. I spent £32. I spent £32 at Comic Con. Do you know how many other people spent? 250 fucking £7. What the hell? Okay, yeah, to be fair, stuff at Comic Con really enticing. But again, a lot of that stuff I can make myself. And that's the thing. Like, there is so much there. You think, oh my god, I need to go get that now. But then you've got to think, honestly, can I make this myself? Yeah. And then there was the Robotron at the end of the day as well. You'll wait to find yourself in a dark room. What do you do Do you see? Do you go north? Do you play a different game? Do you play the tutorial? I see. You see! Bullshit! You play a different game! Christmas. It's Christmas! Yeah, it's very fun. It's very interactive and very fun. That's not an exact retelling, but yeah, he's a funny guy. I think he's Australian, and I'm pretty sure, I'm not entirely sure this was accurate. I think they went on, back when like American Idol was like a big thing, I think they went on either American Idol or Australian Idol or something like that. I did the bam bam bam, no bam bam bam, bam 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 dance, and then eventually developed into this comedy routine, which is fucking hilarious, and I love it. So that's absolutely wonderful. And then I also went and took some more pictures with some cosplayers. I found someone in a fucking Bakugan dragon costume. There is not a fucking chance I'm gonna miss a photo with a fucking dragon. Yeah! So that happened. And I took a couple of photos with the dragon. And then obviously I went over back to the comic stand to take a photo with the crystal. I took some photos with people in dragon costume as well. Because I actually gave myself a tiny bit of a challenge. While I was at the con, each day, it wasn't like a necessary thing, but I had to either high five at least 5 fairies or people in cosplay that resemble some sort of animal, or take photos with 10 of them. And I did pretty much that on every single day, which was awesome, because they had a furry meetup every day. They had a Warframe meetup, they had a Warhammer meetup, they also had a Horrors of Cosplay meetup, they had a Minecrafters meetup, they had a Twitch streamer meetup. So yeah, basically a bunch of meetups, which I absolutely fucking loved. So that happened. And again, like I said, people stopped and asked me for photos as well, which is awesome. And it just feels so good, because obviously people are recognising like the craft that I've put into this. Although it's like a full body thing, like a lot of other people have put in so much effort. People still appreciate the fact that I've put time into making this to take it to the con. And I think I remember that it was it must have been a Monday, because after the Halloween party at uni, I went to Tesco to get some like lunch, and I have like a Tesco's literally off the side of the uni. I was walking around with the mask in my hand. There was a kid running around. He's got a dragon in his hand. He's got a dragon today. But they don't know, to be fair, because they didn't have the. Yeah, they've got a dragon on their hand. They've got a dragon on their hand. It was like, and then Sita was like, "Oh wow, there's a dragon on their hand," and I was like, "It's a helmet," and the kid was like, "Whoa, hello, Poppy," and the kid was like, "Whoa," and it's like, "Do you want me to put it on?" I was like, "Yeah," and I put it on. And you're like, "Whoa, that's so cool," and that made me feel like a bit giddy and like happy inside. So that was really cool and nice. Hello, Bobby Chibu. You come in. Hello, Bobby. Come in then. What do you want? Come here then. Oh, you're just gonna sit there and stare at me? Okay. So day 2 was basically just photo day, and I met people cosplaying as Shaun, Nick Frost, and Simon Pegg from Shaun of the Dead, which was fucking awesome as well. Yeah, that was sick. Hello, Papa Chibu. Do you want to say hello to stream? I found a furry who gave me a keychain. That's the other thing I missed. I've got a keychain over my bag over there. Basically a paw print. I met someone who was cosplaying as Bo-Katan, but basically full neon green, which was fucking awesome. Is he being mean to you? It's alright. And obviously I took a photo or a selfie over at Robotron's stage. And then basically, yeah, pretty much last day of Comic-Con, I wore a different mask. But yeah, I had, again, wonderful experience. So what, since we've got a tiny bit of time left, about 5, we've gone way over time actually. We've got a time, what are you putting your paw up for? I'm going to hold your hand. Oh, okay. I'm going to hold your hand then. Are you tired? Best and worst moment from Comic-Con this year. Best moment, honestly, I've got to say, I'm racking my brain. I think I'll do a best moment from each day. Best moment from the first day. has to have been someone asking me for a photo, which was all. Second day, best part is doing LARPing, and then third day, best part was probably the no, sorry. First day Halloween party, second day LARPing, third day taking photos of people. They're the three best parts that I had, to be honest. And everybody was so nice there as well. And then the worst parts, obviously, first day is getting bored taken away. Second day is not doing more. There was so much that I could have done and I didn't. Because I was rushing around to get to certain bits, but I didn't have to. The problem is so overwhelming. The Friday was quiet. Like, admittedly, the Friday felt busy, but Saturday and fucking hell. Saturday and Sunday were madness. But yeah. I mean, regardless of that, again, 100% go again. And then the third day again, admittedly, I wish I'd focused more on what time the event closed, because then I wouldn't be able to go down and finish the board. But yeah. Insanely wonderful experience. I hope to meet, again, a lot of you are watching this as well. If you're going to Comic-Con next year, or any con next year, I hope to meet you guys there, because it'd be absolutely wonderful. And people are watching this on YouTube as well as VOD. Yeah, wonderful. If any of you were there, thank you for such a wonderful, wonderful Comic-Con. And obviously all the people that I met and stuff as well. Amazing. Other than that then, I know it's been a different one. We meant to do a bit of S&P Place Day. I haven't been on the S&P, which is why I did this instead. But yeah, I will see you all soon. Have a wonderful evening, morning, night, day, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Everyone is welcome here, as always. As I said, my socials are links over here, especially the TikTok, which is where the Comic-Con stuff has gone up. My Instagram, which is where there's some stories from Comic-Con, some other stuff that's been going on recently. And then my Twitter as well, which I haven't really used in a while. Or X, which I haven't really used in a while. Oh, you want tummy tickles, do you? Oh, okay. Whatever you want. You want tummy tickles? You want tummy tickles? Tummy tickles. You want tummy tickles? Oh, do you want tummy tickles? Want tummy tickles? Yeah. But yeah, I'll see you all soon. Have a wonderful time. Say hello, Bobby. Say hello. Look, what's this? What's that? Bobs, what's this? You say hello? Look. What's this? Oh. What's this, Bobs? Ooh. Who's this? Look, it's Bobby. Oh, okay. I've seen Bench already, but yeah, we've got two dogs that we're looking after. Do I smell funny? Stop tapping. I know what you want to do. I'll see you all later. Have a good one, and goodbye! I'll be back on maybe tomorrow to do hardcore, or possibly this evening, either on Shadowcraft or the S&P. It really depends. I don't know if I have time or not. Because I've got to go do deliveries today, as well as look after the dogs and take them for a walk, and a bunch of other stuff, and some modelling bits too. So we'll have to see. Again, wonderful seeing you all. Have a good one, and say goodbye, Bobs. Bye. I smell funny. What do you want?